Hello, welcome to try that again. Hello, welcome to another Blueprints playthrough, part 5. I got shoveling done this morning, which was fun. And as I was doing some stuff for lunch in the kitchen, the plows went by and shoved all that heavy crap at the bottom of the driveway. But it seems to have pretty much stopped or really slowed down, so that's good. So have to do another shoveling later today, but that should be much less than what you had to do before. And yeah, it's going to do that thing where I need to give it the old focus. What are you doing? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I feel like I finally was making progress in the last stream. Some things really started to click. I know there's a lot more to do and a lot more to investigate and all that other good stuff. But I do feel like I'm making progress, and that's a good thing. So we are on day 16. And since we have the west path open, we might as well get to that. I had a good time on the stream last night. Had a couple people show up, and that makes it more fun to have some interaction with folks. Trading post we haven't done. Root cellar, tool shed we've done. Trading post I haven't done. Let's just do root cellar because I have not done that yet, and then let's see what's in here. Ooh, if I only had a shovel. What's this? Family tree. Sinclair, Simon Sinclair, Herbert Sinclair, the Epstein, I keep saying Epstein and I don't mean that. Interesting. Oh, that's right. I have the code for the orchard, I think. So we need to do that first too. And I have much more steps today. I forgot about that too. What's this? Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was last seen by Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. There is definitely a mystery afoot. And I'm not quite sure what the mystery is. I really hope I get a shovel because that would be a lot of things to dig up. Okay, but now let's go off to the orchard. And let's see if what my hunch is in terms of what the gate number is. And I wonder if that's a permanent thing. Like once you do it, it will stay open. And I also do wonder if those doors and these gates and this bunker, if it will all come together at the end. All right. The funny thing is, oh, that's right. It's a tree that they chopped down. Ah, okay. 1128. Let's try that. 1128. Chink. Shink. Shunk. Whatever the noise is. We now, is it going to say it's permanently open? Yes. Apple Orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20. Yippee! All right, we are moving and grooving. Oh, look at that. And I don't, oh, can I turn that? There's that one. Nice. So 2 beacons of Gondor are lit. Okay. This is like one of those, why is my screen skipping like that? I've noticed this game is having occasionally a little bit of lag and skips like that, but Doesn't seem to... Yeah, like that. It just skipped again. That's foreboding. Gardener's Logbook. April 10th, 1992. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nagula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epstein... I keep saying that. Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Wait. The perimeter of house along the east and west, the terrace, patio... The majority of them. Okay. There are 8 great rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's another piece of information that I think is worthy to write down. East and west only. Terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden. All right. The soil survey. Huh. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appeared in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Interesting. So the east side seems a little bit more palatable to growth than the west side. Smudge pots, that's the thing over there. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the sludge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel, Rhina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rhina's depiction in the chapel. Oh, that's it. Okay. So we learned a little bit about green rooms. What's that? Is that something? It looks a little out of place, but I can't get to it. Yeah, this is really stuttering. What the heck? Whoa. This is the first time I've ever had any serious issues with the rendering of this game. Yikes. Okay, so there's 3 of them around. If I turn it back, that'll turn that off. But then these are running. Okay. Until I know what is going on here, I'm going to leave that off, but I know where to turn it back on. This is permanently open. I might start this game over. This is really bad. Although it seems like it was by the apple orchard. Yeah, now it still is a little stuttery. All right, to war. Parlor, hallway, corridor. A nook, a guest bedroom, and a closet. Let's do the nook. I had like 20 extra steps, and I'm going to get 20 extra steps now every day, so I don't really need... The need for a bedroom is not as high anymore. A storeroom, a den, and a spare room. Let's do a den. Ooh, more keys. Nice. That was a good one. That was a good thing to do. Okay, let's circle back. A drawing room, a corridor, and a guest bedroom. The drawing room would hook up with the other room. It's a gym, but let's do it. And not that I needed to hook up to the other room. It actually was a little bit of a waste because we only have one thing to do to change the outcome here. A passageway, which we couldn't do, a closet, and a corridor. Do a closet. I think they'll at least give us something. A gem and a key. Nice. All right, time to go west. Gotta love me some observatory, and I can do it, so. Nine. The cross. And the Diamus. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Nice. Nice, nice. I want to write that down too, that 9 is 5 plus 4, just because. 6 was 4, 7, 8, 9. Actually, let's put this in here. 6 was 4 plus 2. 9 is 5 plus 4. Not that it matters, but I wonder if you can see Uranus. Okay. Archives, bedroom. Archives would give us more, but we don't see the plans. I'm kind of a little bit more okay with not seeing the plans. Yeah, I've noticed this room doesn't usually, I mean, it has these notes here, but I don't think these change at all, do they? Yeah, I think it's always the same. For all I know, it might get to be a little different, but these ladders, you're never able to do anything with them, are you? Well, not yet at least. Okay, which way am I going? That is north. So let's go west. A patio. Oh, a shovel. Shoveling, shoveling. Yes. Yes. Pfft, a rock. Coins. Nice. I'll take coins. A key. Yes, yes. Tell me more. Gem. Yes, thank you. I don't want to check the items I have. Let's do the nursery, because this is going to get blocked off anyway, so... I don't think I've made a nursery yet. I was about to say quack quack, but that was a goose. Okay, so we have more money. Is it story time? Yes, it's story time. Hold on. We'll go look at that in a second. A Rubik's Cube for babies. Really? I mean, I guess start them young, you know, on puzzles, so why not? You are a very creepy star. It's got motive. I don't know what it is, but... Okay. The Red Prince. Not the Blue Prince. The Red Prince. By Marion. That person. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. Dude, I think he might have autism. Sorry. I'm not making fun of it. If my family situation, if you only knew, okay, not making fun of it. But a sensory thing right there. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He has heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Dude, what happens if he missed a bridge? And do you know which... How can you look at lights? They're like yellowish, like candles. That would drive him insane. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? How could he take a bath? He'd have to cut himself to put it, like, make it red. Okay, that's a little, sorry. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. Oh, that would be interesting if we had the magnifying glass. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince in his book, the red book we just read. Okay, I can't. The prince had a, for all things red. There's the red flag. Remember the black cat and the red flag? That wasn't in... Oh, yeah, it was. Here, okay. So he was reading it. Okay. Interesting. Red prince, blue prince. Purple prince more. I don't know. Okay, well... Where are we at? We could go up the archives and we can still go up the den. But I got a shovel. I might want to go out and shovel the root cellar. So let's do that real quick. Because the root cellar had a whole bunch of stuff down there. I hope the game doesn't have some bugs with like rendering stuff, because the orchard was really stuttery. And I've noticed over here too that I've noticed the game yesterday too at some point was starting to get a little stuttery too. So key. Okay. Coin. I might want to be... No, I didn't make the room to put stuff away. A torn and discarded scrap of paper. Better write this down. Ooh. Workshop ideas. Somebody's going to look at this little notebook that I have like thousands of years from now, if it's still around, and aliens are going to uncover and going, what in the hell was he writing down? Or this person, whatever. I'm going to make a page just here for workshop. Shovel plus battery pack plus broken lever. Okay. Yes, I wrote it down. Thank you. Worthless old shoe. Maybe I want the shoe. Don't tell me it's worthless. Press of pebbles. Fine. Fuel coins. All right, cool. I'll take it. All right, we still got 44 steps. 43. We'll probably lose a couple more, but that's okay. Go back in the building. So we could go up the den or the archives. I'm thinking den. Let's do den. We have a lot of keys. Security, chapel, archive floor plan. I do not have a gem though. And I don't want to use a chapel. Let's just do the archive one and see what happens. Oh, okay. Corridor. Bedroom. Guest bedroom. And I don't have that. I'm going to do bedroom. Because why not? Definitely got more steps. Anything else available? No. Okay. Ooh, not the weight room. Not the weight room. We don't like the weight room. The weight room sucks. Rotunda, which I can't do because I don't have any gems. I got a lot of money, but no gems. And we got to do this, so... Oh, but you can kiss my ass. No holy music. So we could still keep going that way. We could go down. Let's go down. Not a weight room. For all the good in the room, not a weight room. Let's do a parlor because that could get us some gems. Okay, yes, we know. All right, logic time. Every box is black. That's false. Every box contains gems. That's probably false, so this would have to be true. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. This box contains gems. So I think it's the white one. This is definitely false. Because even if you replaced every with this box is black, is also false. So that's definitely false. Every box contains gems. That has to be false. So if you replace one of them with every to this box contains gems, it's got to be this one. Bingo. All right, now we have a useless room here, but let's see what we get. Rotunda doesn't really help, but I haven't made it yet. But I don't have enough gems for it anyway. So, you know what? We're just going to make a guest bedroom because then I get even more steps. And a gem. Well, now I have 3 gems. Good. Okay. Take my goddamn money. Okay. Let's go this way. A package, Great Hall, 7. You know, we're doing the Great Hall because we have 5 keys. And I want to see what happens when you do something like this. Now, what happens if I do this? Because I've never done this. Huh. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. All right, so now we need a security room. Okay, so we're here. We have 3 keys. 2, 1, and then 0 to go up. Well, we definitely want to go up. So... a library? Oh, a library would be nice. Yes, a library would be very nice. Oh, we got the treasure, but we got a shovel. Oh, it's coming up, Millhouse. Where is our map taking us today? We need to get over to the 3. Oh, God. The Great Hall is our only hope. Or maybe Archives is our only hope. Okay. Okay. Let's reserve a book. We've already done architectural design. The pump system user manual, I think it was... like, I figured out most of it, but maybe there's more to it than I realize. The fixed stars feels like it's one of the... That was the one that was in the observatory. It's either Swimbird or History is what I'm interested in right now. I kind of wish it would tell you which book you've already checked out so that you don't do it again. But whatever. Let's do that. Oh, okay. So you can... Okay. So that's our choice. Okay, so we need to get there. So let's go out, and we've got 2 chances to do this because reasons. Okay. Well, I guess 3 technically. That did that. God bless it. That's going to... Oof. 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 What does that do? Oh, you suck. But we have now we got the chance to do this. So I will take that. We take those. Because the treasure map says we got to get into that room, and we have a shovel. We got to do this. That was West Wing Hall. Yep. Well, looky, looky. All right. Oh, are you kidding me? You have to make the right room or something? Staff notes. Out of respect for Lady Claire Epstein, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with the West Wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask drafting them. The West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Well... Okay, but... Yeah, but... But... That feels like I'm in the right room to start Xbox. Oh, unless... Oh, shit. Oh, I totally misread that. Oh, my God. Okay, so we need to actually... Library, you're my only hope. I totally misread that. That's my fault. Right? Yeah, we need to go up here. And then this way to the library. Passageway is the only chance. Jason, do you have a standing desk, a fancy chair, anything ergonomically correct to combat those long games? No, I just have a desk, a table. That's it. I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, we have one more key. Please let us be able to get over this way. God, I don't have enough gems. I gotta do a dark room. I don't have a choice. And we just gotta hope. I have no idea what I'm drafting. Well, oh, okay, cool. We could use this. Insert disk. Floor upgrade program. Press enter. Scanning disk. boudoir data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to upgrade to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. So I could either get a gem when I get into it, I could get 2 chances of redoing the floor plan, or I can get 3 apples. I don't like the apples because the apples give you stamina, which is fine, but it also, now they got more steps. Although I could see this too, where, you know, as you do this more, maybe you do need to actually be really conscious of how many steps you get, because you need probably to go back and forth to do stuff. My gut's saying this. Yes. Okay. Well. Any more little hidden notes? Anything change else in this room? Anything? Yeah, those did change. Okay, which way are we going? We got to get the pool. Would the pool do it? I don't have a goddamn gym. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fucking fine. We need to go to the right. Please make a room that goes to the right. God damn it. We are totally shut off from the one room we needed to be able to dig from. Okay. We'll move on. We're moving on. We're fine. We're fine. It's all fine. Ooh, 2 more keys. Can you look in the thing? No, you can read that, which I've done already, but dude, like, okay, so we can do security and we can go up. Why not? A laboratory, which I don't have a gem. I can go to the billiard room because I did that once and I don't really know what I did to solve the puzzle last time. Maybe I could just drink. So plus minus equals. So does blue equal like what you start with? Let's write down some notes. And not on my workshop area. No, 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 no. Billiard. Blue. Start. Okay, so we start with Jesus. Or is blue add? Can you put the hamster in the microwave? You know, guy, you can knock yourself out. Don't think that would probably be a good thing to do. If it is add, that's 7, 3, and 11. They can't be multiplied. It can't be divide either. The only thing it could be is subtract. Is yellow subtract? So that would be 8, 3. So that would give us 5. Where's 5? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so 9, 11. No, I thought maybe it was a double because the inner ring is a double. Is the inner ring? No, inner ring is a triple. Wait, 9, 11. If that is a triple, 8, 3 is 5, and then 3 of those would be 15. No, that's not right. 9, 11. We can't do 11 again. That doesn't make sense. Okay, 9, 11. I guess we just try all of them. Four? Ah, yes. So it was 8 minus 7 plus 1. Is pink multiply? So if 9 minus 7 is 2 times 10 would be 20. I still don't quite know what I'm doing to solve this. It's a little hokey. I don't quite get it. But let's move on. Keys for sale, but I don't have a gem. We are in rank 7. We could get to rank 8 if that door is not locked. Master bedroom, East Wing Hall. Let's do an East Wing Hall. So now we're guaranteed food, so long as we could actually get back to it. I want that hat. Oh, a tea. Well. Okay, okay. Okay, we did that. Okay, so one moment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By the way, guy, did you guys get a lot of snow down there? Because if I remember right, do you live in Wisconsin? I thought you lived in Wisconsin. Okay, so E was here. This is a T. I'll just say that's the entrance. Okay. Interesting. Why is that a T and not an E? I don't think I've ever made it up to the 9th row. Pantry, sure. A little bit more steps. A little bit more money. No way. I mean, I know this isn't the end. Aquarium? I don't... Oh, God. I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care. Interesting. So the antechamber isn't connectable. I've never gotten this far before in the game, so I was just kind of curious to see what it did. Yeah, we don't have a key card. I'm hearing like faint noises, very, very faint noises. Okay, I think this is the biggest map we've made so far. Oh, we've made, yeah, the weight room, not the gymnasium. So you only lose 2 when you go to the gymnasium. Not too bad. Okay, so now I don't know how the antechamber works. So let's go out and around. Locked. You can... Do we have food already? Fish? Salmon? 20 steps. Nice. Excellent. Well, we still don't have a key. Well, we have 37 steps now. We could go back down to the passageway and try to go up, though I'm kind of wondering if we're going to... Damn it, I don't have a key. Shite. Great Hall is our only hope. You can go. West Wing is my only hope. Utility closet, storeroom. We don't have gems. But we could use the breaker box to turn off the... Oh, look. We can dig that up. Turnip. Sure. I love raw turnip. Who doesn't, really? Turn that off. Wait, what was the thing about... Wait, I'm effing this all up. Can you reset this, please? Okay, so we can make that purple, that purple. There. Again, I don't know what... We can turn off the gymnasium. We can turn on the dark room. Turn on the garage. So now, I think if I understood this right, we could go back up to the gymnasium and go through that door because it doesn't, the key card thing isn't on anymore. I don't remember though. So let's go up to the library and to the right. Right, yeah, okay. Yep, we gotta go through the dark room. Any new notes, pictures, clues? Oh, a key. There was a key card here. I didn't see it. Damn it. Well, okay, fine. Problem if... What is that? I've never seen those before. Charts, finances going up. That was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen those pictures before. Kind of wondered if these pictures did change. Yeah, okay, we have 28 steps, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could go to the bunk room and get more steps, I think. Oh, that's only once. Damn it. Oh, fuck. So let's go up to... I don't know if turning off... This is going to be tight. Yeah, shit. I did it wrong. God damn it. I'm not going to be able to get back here. Yeah, even if I go to the bedroom, I'm not going to get any more. That sucks. We're not going to have enough steps to get back. Okay. So, something to learn is don't turn off the power if you have a key, because that you still need to have that on and you need to have a key card, which makes sense now that I said it that way. Man, that was very stupid of me what I did. Oh well, how else are you going to learn? Well, we did make more progress. We found out there's an E, a T. Why, I don't know. We found out that when you get to the antechamber, you can't just go to it. It's like somehow the doors have to be opened. But that was definitely an adventure. Let me just count to make sure that. So I go 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I would not be able to get back. Unfortunately, that sucks. All right. Call it a day. What does it give me for a description this time? A red inn. Okay. 4 new rooms found. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Save and continue. All right. I'm going to be sitting in Vegas this next week, just like pondering and pontificating about what I could do or what maybe I missed or... Oh, so you already get like 70 steps. All right, let's go to our west entrance. I don't think the apple orchard really gives you much of anything other than maybe you can eat apples. I don't know. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of... That's interesting, and I've not done that. I've not done the trading post yet either, but let's do the hovel. Yeah, this definitely looks like a hovel. Ugh. Bear traps. Ooh. What's this? Does this turn on the back? No, it turns on that one. Would the apple orchard then turn on the one in the back? I may have to go through the stuttering mess that the apple orchard is, but I'm fine with doing that again. Okay, notice a termination. Dear Mr. Ravane. That was the name in the mail room, wasn't it? About somebody that no longer works here. Your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. That's a bless your heart kind of comment if I ever saw one. However, I regret to inform you that your services as a groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular have deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Ann Babbage. I bet he don't like Ann Babbage. All right, so there's really not much of any... What was if I turn this back? That's going to turn that off. But it either goes one or the other, so why would I... I am curious, though, what happens if I go to the apple orchard and I turn it on. Does it get the back one lit? And then, is that a permanent thing that's always on now, regardless if I make that room or not? Oh, I should have wished. I forgot. I should have wished. Oh, wait, something just clicked. If you can get power out through one of the boiler rooms or something, would that actually power up this? Huh. Huh. Wait. Has it always been like that? Oh, oh, that's the little bluebird thing. Okay. Is there some secret hidden mystery between me and my brother or something? Okay, I know it's gonna stutter. We're just gonna we're gonna deal. We're just gonna deal with it. Okay. So if we do this, Yes, I know. It's going to turn that off. Yep, stutter, 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 stuttery, stuttery, stuttery. I wonder if you don't leave the smokestacks on, if you have less chance of getting apples or something. By the way, Blueprints developers who made the game, the Apple Orchard stutters. Fix that. Fix it. Okay, back to the grind. Bedroom, storeroom, spare room. Let's make a storeroom. Let's get at least something. Coin. Key. Gem. My little picture, that's my thing. Okay. Let's go this way. A courtyard step requirement. I think I'm going to make a den. Because it sounds like you want to have the green things on the end if you can. It's not a requirement, but no box this time. Okay. I still have no idea what the date is. Or at least if it's shown it to me, I've been completely oblivious in figuring out what it is. Okay, so. Oh, laboratory. Yeah. Never made that. I'll pay the steps. What is that? BTT. I've seen a T on the map. I haven't seen a B, but I've seen an E. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Test tubes. Can I make meth? Heating and cooling curves. Water melting point. Room temperature, complete thaw. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure. Lab conduction. Are you going to make me be like scientific experiments here? Periodic table of the elements, yes. But I don't know what that... Excuse me, why you would show that as something. Math 10 to the elk. Lenses, more sine waves. Hex drawings. Whoa. A to the n over a to the... That's what I went whoa over. Dude, that's like serious math. But that's true. 2 to the 3 over 2 to the 2 is 2 to the 3 minus 2, which is 2 to the 1, which is 2. QED. The machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. But, like I said, I'm wondering if you can get... If the boiler room was made here, would you be able to get power out and then that would open that door there? Interesting. In fact, immediately electronic mail can only be accessed via security terminal. True, but we can also do it if we ever got the office. I typically work over at Snicka. That's how I'm pronouncing it. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Okay. Snicka Labs, but I got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Wait, let me read that real quick. Yeah. Everything keeps changing. How do I do things? Well, we don't have power, so we can't make experiments. And even if we did, we have no tools to do anything. But I am curious. Okay. Wait, I'm going to write this down just because I think this might be important. We're going to say, why did some of these map to others? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 elements. So 1 maps, 2 maps, 3 maps, 4 maps, 6. And why only 12? And why is there an arrow that goes that way? Why? Why do you have a post-it? You saying those are the elements? Dude, you are so confusing me. Somebody somewhere has figured out what the meaning is to all these. 10 is to an elk. Okay, so let's just do this. 3 and then 8, 12. So 3 is H. And then F and NE. Is that it? Sorry, I'm going to have to go back and forth. Yeah, 8, 12. F and E. So 8 is F. God dang it. Ah. 12 is N, E. I don't know why. And then that is 2. So that would be S. And then down from that is 9, 11, and 10. So 9 is TE. 11 is I. Wait. 9. Wait. What? 9, 11, and 10. Okay. 9, 11, and 10. So 9 is TE, 9, 11 is I, and 10 is RN. Is that radon? I don't know. Okay. 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So RE. Six is 7. 6, 7. 6 is 7 over on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 is EU. And then space 4, 7, space, space 1. Space 4, 7, space, space 1. Space 4, 7. space. Wait. God, I am an idiot. Space 47, space 1. Okay, space 4 is, and then 7 is PA. Yeah, that was wrong. Space 47, space 1, PU. I think I'm seeing the vision, but I want to make sure I did this right. So 3, 8, 12, 2. Okay, so 3, H, 8, 12, and then 2. Then 9, 11, 10. 9, 11, 10. 5 is 7 over. Re. And then it's space 47, space 1. Space 47, space 1. So space 4, 7, space 1. Okay, now if I write this out just in order here, it says PUSH push THREE 3 UPAFTER push 3 UPAFTER 9. I mean, I can see there's a push 3 up after 9. Oh, okay. Push 3 up after 9. I don't know what that means. But it's got to mean something. I mean, I know I can't do anything with this because no power. No power. All right, what's this? Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. Drafting whenever you draft an archive floor plan, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. I can see the steps would be nice, but I'm at 51 right now, so that would actually hurt me for a little bit. And that would only be once. Although getting 3 gold could be helpful if I could get a commissary or whatever they call that. I want to do this just to say I did it. We're going to do this. Okay. Research logs. Day after an experiment is performed. Okay. Snowstorm. What was it called again? Swan Song. Okay. Office. I haven't gone to the office. Okay. So push 3 up after 9. But, okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on. Whenever you draft an archive for a playing game, yeah. Okay. Parlor. I love making Boolean logic harder. All right. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. Well, this has the word white on it, so it would have to be true. And that could be true in saying the gems are in the white box. The statement on the white box is true. Hey, Fawn. Remember you from last night? Okay, the gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true, but now I'm missing. Now I'm like over interpreting this because this has the word white on it. Let's say this is false. Statements with the word white are always true. I think okay, if this is true, statement with the word white is always true. But then that makes this true. Unless unless because this also has the word white on it, then I'm over interpreting it, but then I think that could work. Because if this is true, the gems are in the white box. Okay, we say that's true. Statements with the word white are always true. That could be false. The statement on the white box is true. Well, that's false. So it has to be on white. Hey. These riddles, they always trip me up too. I mean, there's other games that have had like, it's the Princess Bride scene. I'd never argue with a Sicilian when death is on the line. Kitchen. Food for sale. I don't really need the steps. Let's do a hallway. All right, that goes back to the den. I noticed that blue statements and the red statements that somebody said the red statements are always false unless they are not written by hand or something like that. I forgot about Princess Bride. Yeah, that scene. Let's make the pantry. Some people are absolutely huge fans with Princess Bride. It's a good movie. I found it fun. I can definitely see where some people had, fun with it. All right, so this one, I'd like it if it went up. Yes, red statements are always false. Some less written, but yeah, okay. Because remember, the bunk bed had the journal between the two brothers. And I'm kind of wondering, because we're the blue, because we have that blue stuffed animal in our tent. We can make a security room. Why not? Oh, you bastard. And of course, you're not going to give me a key anywhere, right? Yeah, that's where the statement is. I really need the office. Jerk. Well, this might end up being short. Depends upon what it gets done here. Yeah, that doesn't make the... Yeah, this makes this go kerflooey. Although if it's going to go kerflooey, then I might as well just make the observatory and call it on this day. Sometimes you don't win, I guess. Sometimes you just don't win. But we're going to get another star thingy. Farmer's apple, great. The slice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's 7. Okay, so no, 10 is 7 plus 3. Okay. Again, I don't know if this is really a necessary thing or not, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, some runs are short and unlucky. Yep. If I can ask Fawn, how far have you gotten with your rooms? Just like what day are you on, or if you finished it. Either way. But if you finished it, how many days did it take for you to finish it? It would be nice just to get a data point, because then that helps me in terms of planning for like my next, for like how many streams would approximately take me to finish. Yeah, I just wanted to look up here to see if it added anything, and it didn't. Oh, wait a minute, did it? No, that was just the wheel. Yep. Okay, well, we don't win. Some we win, some we don't. We didn't win this one, so I haven't even bought the game. Unfortunately, husband and I are in trenches with the kids. Ah, I get it. Hey, my kids are adults, so I'm trying to, slowly but surely, like, get out. Get out of my house, in a very loving, caring way. But just curious, like, how old are your kids? Because I do remember when they were younger, not having as much time. I've been watching streamers for the game a little bit of time. I need to be able to hop in and I was needed. Yeah, that's the one unfortunate thing about this game, though, is that and I mentioned this before, you can't save in the middle of a run. And like if you have kids and also if they're younger and all of a sudden Like depending if they're really young, if one craps their pants, or if they start fighting or something, it's like, or you got to get going to something. That's one thing I wish it would do is just let you save. 1.5 and 40. Oh, those are great times. Those are fun times. May you live in interesting times. There's only one piece of advice that I wish I would have done better when I was a younger father is having patience. I mean, and it was tough. I definitely lost my patience more than I want to admit. There's one thing I wish I would have done better as a dad. That was it. But we are all not perfect. So that would be the one thing to encourage. Let's see. We could do the root cellar. Have I done the tool shed? Let's just do the tool shed. Ain't there? All right. So we got this metal detector. Ah, okay. That's right. Yes, we have gotten that once. Oh, and this one we haven't. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain 1. Limited capacity of 3. So does that mean we need to fill it up, or does that mean... I know none of these are going to be ones we can pick. But I was just wondering, wait, that was not what I wanted to do. I don't know if it means it already has 3, or I haven't looked at this in a while. So wait. No. This isn't saying that this is the order that you need things in to complete the game, is it? Like if you put this in that room, all things would end up being good for you? I don't know. Is that what it means? Huh. I don't know if I ever made that connection. Patience, yes, I hear you. We both try our best just to be present. Some days are wins, some days are just messy survival days. Oh. Memories. All right. We haven't done enough all the bedrooms yet. Oh, I mean, it is nice that once the kids got older, a lot of things did change. And, there's other challenges, but getting them older, like if my wife and I wanted to go out, which we've always done, we've always made a point of getting out like at least once a month. And now that we're older, we're just like, hey, we're going to a movie, see you, bye. But when they were younger, we had to get the babysitter and stuff like that. But we always made a point, at least once a month, to at least go out to like dinner or something like that, just to get out. That helps tremendously. Shops. We got all the red rooms. So we've already done that. Outer rooms. So we don't have... Well, we may have seen them and we haven't picked them yet. Okay. All right. Off to building. Like we got married when I was 26, she was 25. And we purposely waited because we wanted to have, the no kids life for a little while. And then we wanted to save to get a house, and we were going to do that in Wisconsin, but then fates changed and I decided to take a job up here in Minnesota. So we moved up here and then we found a house. And then we started trying to have kids, and there were some complications with doing that, unfortunately, but we figured it out, and then we ended up having 2 kids. So, like, This girl I dated in high school, she was like 15, almost 16 when I met her. She was a freshman. I was a junior. And her parents, like her dad, like she was 16 at one point and he was 36. And I did the math when I went, oh. So, but then it's the other way around where it's like you get the kids older when you're younger. And then, so there's kind of like that trade-off you have. How many kids? I just have two. So. All right, parlor, bedroom, hallway. I am curious though, like when I did this. Like, is it saying that the place to put it is 3, but what's 3? I don't know what 3 is. 2 is like this entrance hall is saying it's 2 because you can 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but where do the other ones line up in terms of? They made them really back. Yeah, well, I never asked because it's like I'm not going to inquire about that. But I think he was in the Army for 4 years. They married very young out of high school, I think. And so I think he was in the Army and or was he in the Navy? I can't remember. But he was in the armed forces for something. And yeah, they had kids very early. And yeah, I mean, if we would have had our kids when we got, like, let's say we got them right when I got married. So the first one would have been 27. They would be right now like 27, 28 or something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a trade-off. If you have them when you're older, then arguably maybe you have more maturity, maybe you have more like financial stability, however you want to say it. But, I think there's trade-offs with all. I know. I mean, I don't think I was the greatest dad when I was in my mid 30s and 40s. I can't imagine what it would be like to be a dad if I was like in my late teens or 20s. Jesus, that would be like, yikes, yikesville. All right, let's make a nook. And I'm not, be clear. Wait, because I got the key. Okay. And then I want to be clear. I'm not saying people can't be parents if they're young and that is not the judgment I am making. I'm just saying, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to take on. I had my first son at 27. My mom had me at 19. My grandma had her at 19. I was hoping to have 23-ish, but I found it difficult behind a maid who wanted fair. Yeah. All right, parlor, chapel, and spare room. We don't have anything that has like, I can't view that. Okay. Let's do parlor. Do I understand lifestyle? These are a little different. Yeah, they are. All right, we got the purse. That's nice. More logic puzzles. All right, the black box is black. Whoa. Well, that's true. The black box is empty. Don't know. The black box is true. We need one of these to be false. This one is at least true. We could have one more true, but if the black box is true, then if that's true, then it's saying the black box is empty. But then that could be false. And that would mean it's not empty. Husband and I wanted 4 or 5 kids. And after first, we're like, what were you saying? Yeah. We were both in agreement. We were like 2, and that is plenty. That was gonna. We didn't want to have any more, so 2 was enough. Okay, this one's obviously true. Black box is black. A is A. So, black box is empty. If the black box is true, that could be false. These both could be false. Like the black box is true. But I think it's in the black because the other 2 don't give you hints as to where the gems would be. This is the only one that would give you a choice of which one the gems are. So I'm going to say it's this. Yep. That one I didn't even have to like think about these 2 when I thought about it. I'm like, if this one is true, this one doesn't give you a hint as to where the ones would be. Right? And so because if it was empty, these 2 don't give you a hint as to which one has the gems. So, woohoo! Yes, woohoo! We do have a gem. We could make a bedroom. We should go back to the hallway. We have a lot of steps though, so I don't really know if I want to do that. Let's do the courtyard. I know that they said you want green. Oh, we do get the shovel now. Cool. Watering can. Oh, we did metal detector too. Sure, it's water. I don't know what we just did, but I forgot about the water. Use watering can to gain a gem. Okay. Okay. So let's get the shovel. Thank you. And there was also a digging thing in the outer one that we made. Got some coins. And there was one here. Pebbles that no one gives a shit about. All right. That observatory is just too damn... Because now we get 11. Is 11 on the list? It might be, because all this might be a gem. Oh, 5. Wow. Damn. That's nice. Yeah, 11 would be because... yeah. Okay. Cool. We got 5 gems, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, every time you come in the observatory, you get a new constellation. Your number just keeps going up. I'm assuming it does that until you get to, I think it was 20. Was that the highest one you could go to? At least that they had in the book. Damn it, where are my notes? 20 is the highest one. 5 gems, yes. Okay, so we could go here. What would a den do? A den would still lead us left and right. Yeah, let's pick den. Oh, you did something. Oh, that's cool. It does, as you get closer to it, it does, ding, 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 ding. Okay, cool. So we can go left or right. Let's go to the west. A nursery, a guest bedroom, and a corridor. We're still doing good on steps. Let's make the corridor. Nice. I like that. I just gotta find a way to spend it all. Ooh, speaking of, We could also make a drawing room. A commissary would stop us from going any farther, but we could go through the den and go to the right. And we could still build some rooms there that possibly we haven't seen. I'm kind of curious to do this. I mean, I've made it before. I just want to... Oh. Good, a key. What can we buy? Magnifying glass could be helpful. Sleeping mask, not really. Running shoes, yeah, we got enough steps. Sledgehammer would be good. We got 2 keys though. My gut's saying magnifying glass. And our coupon book helped. Alright. We made a choice and we're sticking with it. Now, this way is just going to eventually close in on itself, but that's okay. See, I could code check the magnifying glass and then buy another one if I really wanted to. I really need the office. I really, really need the office. I don't need to do anything there. Antechamber has been unlocked. Liar. Locksmith, keys for sale. Chapel. Well, I haven't made the locksmiths, and we got the gems, so let's at least make this room to say I've done it. This reminds me of Matrix Reloaded. What was his name? The Keymaker? So here. Let's just do it. And we save a little bit of money. So we have 3 keys now. Okay. Oh, it's the light from the fan. Okay. I was wondering what was casting those shadows. Closet, a pantry, and a storeroom. The pantry would at least give us 4, so let's do that. And some fruit for more energy. Oh. Was that what... Oh, did it give me like 1 extra coin? I think so. Kitchen, food for sale, closet, and a store. Let's do storeroom. I'm always curious if this changes, and it never does, so... Okay, so... We go back through this way. Where are we going to go? Up. Let's see what the den does. Bedroom, spare room is really the only thing that helps. Chapel, well, we lose a coin, but at least we could go north. The terrace. You know, part of me is sitting here going, if I did the terrace, that stops the build. But what it did do, though, is we did do a couple more rooms to try. Right? So let's just at least do that. Sure. Great, more steps that I can't use. Kind of interesting though, you can see the outside of this. There's the electric thing that I was talking about. We have coins, so we could make a wish. Why not? And then, I don't think there'd be any point about going to the apple orchard. So we could just make a wish and then... Oh, we could go back to the tool shed. No, did it have a patch of dirt? I don't think it did. And the magnifying glass really didn't help much, but oh well, some you win, some you don't. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Okay. Make a wish. I don't know why I'm making a wish, but I keep making a wish. I'm just gonna... Oh, hi, birdie. The birds are blue, I think, aren't they? I think they are. I don't think there was a dirt patch, but I just wanted to check. Okay, so there isn't. Are there any around here? Since I have the shovel, I might as well just look real quick. Not that any of it's going to help me, but I guess it's worth at least trying to look around. Oh, we have to. Oh, okay, fine. Wait. Wait. What am I doing wrong here? Why is that not there? That's interesting. So you have to make the garage to put this board over this? Because that's not permanent? That's a new discovery. I didn't know. Yeah, because that's the only place to get across it. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. We can't wish again, can we? No. I don't want to know what the wishing does, but I am curious about it. Any dirt clumps? Anything I could dig up? Anything? Anything? Nope, I don't think there are any in there. Okay, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Call it a day? Yes, and I'm going to call it for this stream. Kind of hit my limit, so I'm going to stop here. I will probably do one more stream tonight just because I'm going to be off for the next week doing other things, so I won't be streaming next week, or I should say this coming week. So I think it's kind of just to get more time into this game before I leave. So I'll probably do another stream tonight. But with that, I'm going to end this stream. I want to thank everybody who stopped by, either live or in the future. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Again, one more stream tonight in all likelihood, and then I will be off until at least the next Sunday, the following Sunday. So with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.